It is time that we talk about money. And as you can see, I have a smorgasbord of different types of money and currencies. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly the difference between currency and money, so you can get a deeper understanding of what is true money and false money. So stick around and I will explain everything right after this. Our lives and the world that we live in is nothing but an enormous board game of life. And no matter who you are or where you live, you're already in the game, competing with other players for resources, money, food, and opportunities. And the great news is that all you need to do to turn this game into your own personal success is to educate yourself on what other successful players are doing to gain a competitive advantage. So if you learn what's going on, if you learn how the game works, you will eventually outsmart corporations, governments, and other players. So you can establish the kind of life, happiness, and freedom that you deserve. And these videos, they are all about strategies on how you can start to master your game. So I would encourage you to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel so we can take your game to the next level. I'm Kim Park and this is Board Game of Life. All right, so let's talk about money. And to be honest, I think in this video I'm going to tell you some things that you may find very controversial. You may not even believe it, but all the information about this will be found online and you can do your own research. But if you take a bill like this is a 1,000 peso bill, which is the equivalent of a $50 bill. And this is just paper. It's just printed on paper like all currencies on the planet. But this doesn't have any backing. Neither does the dollar or the Japanese yen or any currency for that matter. And since 1971, when Richard Nixon, the President of the United States, separated the tie between gold and the dollar, all currencies on the planet has been fiat currencies, which means that it doesn't have any backing, which means that since 1971, this has been a scam, and the money, it doesn't have any value. And these days, they don't even have to print them. They can even just type them on a computer, and they're just figures on a screen, and we're scammed into believe that this holds value, right? On the other hand, if you look at these gold coins, you have gold coins that is in different shapes, forms, and nominations. This is a local gold coin from Mexico, where I'm located, and this is true value. If you listen to this, listen to this sound here. Can you hear that? It's so pure that you can hear the pureness through the sound. Pure gold. And the reason why this holds value is because I'm holding the value in my hand. The value is right here. Gold is used for a lot of things in our society, like aerospace, dentistry, a lot of different appliances in technology, cell phones, TV, everywhere. Gold is everywhere. And it's worth a lot of money. And the reason why this has been so popular through the many, many decades, years, and millennia that this has been used, it's been used for almost 5,000 years as currency, as money, real value, is because it can't be destroyed. It's impossible to destroy gold. You can melt it down, but it will always stay as it is. And it's very rare, and that's why it holds its value. So gold comes in different ways, shapes, and forms, like a coin. And these gold coins, they come in different sizes, and the most common size is the troy ounce. And 1 troy ounce is the equivalent of 31.1 103 grams. It's not to be mistaken with the normal ounce, which is the equivalent of 28 grams, which we use in the kitchen when we are baking cakes and so on. But a troy ounce, that's what we measure commodities in, and gold and silver is always measured in troy ounces, which is 31.103 grams. For example, here we have a silver bar, 100 gram. We have a 1 kilo silver bar right here. We have some silver coins. These are actually numismatics, old coins from 1896. So it's 130 years almost. So these are coins that were in circulation back in the 1800s. And they held great value because people knew that the value was in their hand, as opposed to this paper note, which holds no value, and you are dependent on a third party, which is the bank. Because if you are not getting your money from the bank, if they close down, if the money doesn't work, if you are subject to inflation, you will lose the value of this money very, very quickly. And that's why it's called fiat money, because it doesn't really hold any value. And the value, as you may know, it declines every single year, and it purchases less and less every single year. Gold, on the other hand, holds its value and it remains constant. This you can buy things for today. It will always purchase a lot of things because it holds great value. And in 1,000 years, it will still purchase a lot of things because it's a store of value, true money, versus fiat, fake money, which we have been scammed into believing is real money. So, what is the reason why I'm bringing this up? Because it's so important for you to understand when we are playing the board game of life in real life. It's very important to understand that this is a scam, and I would be very, very happy to exchange this fiat currency for real money, because there's going to be one day it's going to come when this goes to zero. If you look at the American dollar, for example, that has declined since the Federal Reserve was established in 1914. The American dollar has lost 98.6% of its purchasing power, which means that today you can't even buy a soda for $1. Back in 1920, you could buy a lot of things for $1. So that means that the dollar is declining, all the fiat currencies are declining, all currencies on the planet are falling, but they're falling in different speeds, right? So gold is real money, fiat currency is fake. And what I want to tell you is that the reason why we need fiat currencies is because the government is forcing us to pay taxes. I have another video on taxes where I can help you reduce your taxes down to zero. I encourage you to go watch that video and understand that this is a scam, and buying gold should be part of everybody's portfolio as a hedge against uncertain time, especially right now, because a market crash is just around the corner, and if you don't have gold hedging, you may lose all your money and all your currency. So I encourage you to look into that. But when you look at different types of currencies and money, it's very important that you diversify. You should have some fiat money, you should have some gold, you should have some silver, and you should have some protection like assets that generates cash flow, like real estate and different cryptocurrencies that can give you yield. You can look into stocks, dividend paying stocks, and these types of investments can hedge you from very turbulent times ahead. So I hope the video was informative, and remember to give it a like, and I would love to hear your comments on the subject. So leave your comments below and tell me your opinion on the subject. And in the meanwhile, I will be looking forward to see you on the next video.